Today I'm going to be showing you how to finish the Halloween donut plush. So when you're finished stitching out the design, you should be left with something like this, both front sides facing together with the inner circle stitched out for the donut hole. So the first thing we're going to do is cut out our donut shape. You want to keep the seam allowance about the same all the way around just to make it a little easier for yourself later. I went with about a 1/4 inch seam allowance here. Next, we're going to cut out that inner circle so we are able to flip our donut. You want to cut through all of those layers and make sure you get as close to the stitch line as possible. The next thing we're going to do is turn our donut so the wrong sides are facing each other, and this will show us more or less what the donut's going to look like when it's finished. Now we're going to roll up the bottom half of our donut. Whoops. We're going to roll it up, and we are going to put the right sides facing together again, but wrapped around that bottom rolled up part. So half of the donut is tucked inside there, and we're going to sew all around this outer placement line here. So there I sewed around that placement line, but I ran out of room. So you're going to pull the donut through that opening. So the stitched line is going to wind up on the inside, and you're going to pull out where it's open, and you're going to keep following the same thing all the way around the entire donut until you're left with about a 1-inch opening at the very end. So here I sewed all the way around, and now I have that 1-inch or so opening. And at this point, we're going to flip our plush right side out. So I'm using a pair of hemostats here just because it's a bit easier. And I am pulling it out and also tucking the other side in just so it's a little bit easier to flip. But with a little patience, it'll come right out. And there is our donut. There, I'm just getting all the little creases out there. Then once it's stuffed, you are left with clean edges on the outer line and on the inner line where the hole is.